Hey, Finroo here, how you doing? I don't know about you guys, but I quite often forget. I'm quite forgetful, especially when I start getting tired. So I thought to myself, well, I knew that my last three brew days, I had forgotten to do all sorts of things. Forgot to do my pH. When I did remember to do my pH at the next brew, the batteries were flat. Um, and all sorts of other things for my thermometer. I need batteries, and that's been okay. But also forgetting to do OG readings, SG, and all sorts of stuff. I've just been forgetting. So I thought, I want to keep tabs on what I'm doing. The beers have turned out fine, but I just forgot the things that I want to remember so that I stay on track. So I come up with a cunning plan, which is I don't know if it'll come out there, but it's called a pre-brew day check sheet, so that when I come out here in the morning to brew, I know I've got everything to go. For example, I've got my grains here. I've got my hops. That's checked. My yeast. I've got yeast. I'm going to do a yeast starter, but I'll be doing that in the morning. So I've got my got sugar for the yeast starter. Irish moss. Got that. Irish moss is here, all ready to go. Calcium sulfate. I've got calcium chloride, and I've got Campton tablets. I've got sanitizer. I've got spare batteries, which I think is going to be handy because, I don't use them very often. The equipment that I've got, the batteries seem to last forever, but then I get caught wanting. pH meter's got a battery in it, thermometer's got a battery in it, and of course the hydrometers, and they're ready to go. So I'm all set. I've checked my pre-brew day check sheet off, and then I've got another sheet here, which is going to be for that's just going to be a brew day check sheet, so that I don't forget things on the day. So I've got the name of the beer and the date. I've got to put here my strike water pH, volume, and temperature, the mash pH, time, and temperature, any salts that I'm putting into the brew, the mash out volume and temperature, sparge water pH and volume and temperature, the boil time, yeast. Did I do a starter? Did I rehydrate, or did I pitch it dry? Yes or no. The brand of yeast that I've used. Irish moss, yes or no. Yeast nutrient, yes or no. Chilled, how long did it take to chill it down? And the fermentation temperature, what I started it at and what I adjusted it to and what I finished it at. And also, did I cold crash it for how many days, and then the date that I kegged it. So hopefully that'll, and these will go into a folder with clear file. I can put these in, and then I'll be able to flip through it. And hopefully that'll be able to keep better tabs on my, because I come out here some mornings and I really, to be honest, sometimes it takes a lot for me to get my head around getting into a brew day, because those that know me, I have to deal with a lot of chronic fatigue issues, and with that comes the old brain fog. It's terrible, but hopefully this is being prepared and being a bit more organised. So the ref. I'm going to say referee tomorrow. The pale ale. I'm doing a pale ale tomorrow. So it's 3.5 kg of pale American malt, 350 grams of light crystal, 200 grams of brown malt, and I'm going to put in. This is very much the wee roux that took a silver medal, but I've been doing some wheat. Some Hefeweizens lately, as you know, and I really like the head retention on the Hefeweizen, so I thought I'd throw in a couple of like 200 grams of wheat malt just to see what that does. So the overall alcohol by volume of this is going to be 4.1. So I'm really trying to get that, make myself a decent ordinary bitter with plenty of body, and to see how it goes. I want to drop the alcohol limit on my brews. It won't do me any harm at all. So it's going to be pretty basic. It's going to be an 80-minute mash, be an 80-minute boil. I always do that. I'm looking for an overall original gravity of 1.042. I'm going to use the Wakatu New Zealand hops. Wakatu apparently is a Maori word. It means to set up. To build like a campsite, to set something up, and that's the Nelson area Nelson is actually called Wakatu by the Maori people there. That's Wakatu. I think there is actually a suburb in Nelson called Wakatu. So there you go. That's what that means. And I've got 60 grams of those hops left over from doing my Hefeweizens. So I'll be doing that using the 60 grams, and I'll just be 20 grams at 80 minutes of first wort, 20 grams 20 grams at 20 minutes, and 20 grams at 5 minutes, and that'll be it. That's all I've got for that, and that'll be good. Don't mind that Wakatu, actually. I feel it's got quite a like a lemon lime kind of taste to it. Funny, it's quite nice. So I'll be fermenting, hopefully mashing it at 66 degrees for 80 minutes, and hopefully we'll be fermenting it. Well, we'll be fermenting it at 19 degrees. So hopefully that'll all go well. So tomorrow's brew day. So I'm looking forward to it. Should be good. So cheers. Take care. And oh, by the way, I just got myself a bottle of Iron Maiden Trooper beer. And on the cap's got Brave New World. I don't know if you can see that. It's got the Brave New World from the Brave New World album cover on there. Yeah, very cool. Very nice beer too. 4.7% made by Robinson's, the Trooper. Got tickets for me and my son and I to go and see them in May up in Auckland. It's going to be exciting. I'm very, very nervous. Yeah, so it's going to be awesome. I've seen them twice. It's going to be huge. So anyway, so cheers. You take care.